Hey, how's it going? Dee's here for Lightstand Entertainment. Hope you're doing well. Last week, had finals. The wife and I took a break though. We went to the theater, El Cinema, and went and saw Kong Skull Island. Let me tell you, the movie kicked ass. Fun fucking movie. For those of you who don't know, haven't watched the trailer, don't know anything, don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This film, it both serves as a reboot of the Kong film franchise, makes us forget the abortion of 2005 Peter Jackson version. And it also feeds into Legendary's new Monsterverse shared cinematic universe. The first entry into this franchise was 2014's Godzilla by Gareth Edwards. And this one continues the story, well, not the story, but the franchise forward. The next one's going to be by Michael Dougherty, the guy who made Trick or Treat. Really cool filmmaker, good writer. I believe he was one of the screenwriters on X2. He's doing Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I think that comes out in 2019. And then in 2020, we have, of course, Godzilla versus Kong. You knew they couldn't wait too long. I wish, honestly, they would do a few movies before the, Kong Godzilla, matchup. I mean, they rushed it back in the day, and look what we were left with. Not one of the best entries into the Godzilla franchise. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm a huge kaiju fan. I love big monster movies. I'm a huge Godzilla fan. Love the Toho series. A lot of people shit on the 2014. Trust me, if you're a hater on that movie, I understand your complaints because you get a whole 9 minutes of Godzilla in a Godzilla movie, and I can understand how that would rub people the wrong way. Me being a bit more forgiving to the genre and the franchise in general, I looked past it, and I thought it was decent. But Kong Skull Island, this is for people who didn't like the 2014 Godzilla and you're like, where's some fucking monster action? This is the movie for you. I mean, shit, you see Kong for the first time on screen in the first scene. The first scene opens up, it's a flashback to World War II, and it introduces a couple of characters that are referenced later, pretty freaking important. And you see Kong there. I'm probably going to use this word a lot. The movie is fun. Like, I got a true Jurassic Park vibe from it, not like script wise. Well, part of it, I mean, it's a monster movie on a tropical island, but just the vibe, it was just a fun ride. The director, who I always forget his name, that's why I'm looking down, Jordan Vogt-Roberts, I hope I didn't butcher your name too bad. This is only his second feature, and I read somewhere he was inspired by the look of Apocalypse Now, and you can, if you know the Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now pretty well, you'll totally see that on the screen, because just the way the stark contrast in the color scheme, like the vibrancy of the green or the reds, it's just really vivid, and it has that look. And one thing that's cool about it is it has that feel of Apocalypse Now, which was made in the 70s, and the film Kong Skull Island, the film itself, takes place in 1973. It takes place in the wake of the Vietnam War, and that fits into it. One thing I didn't see coming, obviously knew from the trailer Samuel L. Jackson was in the film. His character is a military man, and he's pretty much the head of the squad that accompanies these scientists to Skull Island. And he's got some issues that stem from the Vietnam War, and that aspect fits into the film, and I didn't see that coming, and I thought it was pretty dope. That being said, all the other actors are great in it. John Goodman's a blast. Loki's awesome. Tom Hiddleston. I love this character actor. I believe his name is Shea Whigham. The first thing that always comes to mind for him is he was the guy who played Nookie's brother off Boardwalk Empire, and he was in that film Take Shelter with Michael Shannon, also from Boardwalk Empire. He was dope. Brie Larson, she was good. I got problems with the character, but I'm not going to shit on the movie. I'll just say I had problems with the character and just leave it at that. But yeah, and John C. Reilly, he comes into the movie about halfway through, and he straight up hijacks this flick in the best way possible. He's hella funny. I dug his character. He was pretty dope. That being said, it's a cool, fun movie. I think people should check it out, especially on a big screen. Especially those that were disappointed with 2014's Godzilla, and they were just like, dude, if I'm seeing a big monster movie, I want to see fucking big monsters, doing what they do. And for those of you who missed that in 14, you're gonna get that plus some in this. I heard some people were pissing on the soundtrack. Dude, the soundtrack is very much of the era, so you're gonna get a lot of 60s and 70s rock. So of course, me being me, I fucking love that. Thought it was great. There's a real attention to detail in the technology that these people have, and just whenever they're showing the technology, computers from the 1970s in the background, those are really dope to see. The reel-to-reel recorders, the old school phones, the dial-up, just awesome. Yeah, and on a side note, I watched the original 1933 King Kong a little bit before we went and saw Kong Skull Island. And it's interesting how similar the beginnings of both those films are. Pretty much substitute, like I said, scientists and the military for a film crew going to this island. And yeah, the natives are there in Skull Island, the new film, like they were in the old one, and they pretty much serve the same purpose to the story. But yeah, fun movie. I don't want to spoil it for people. Just go fucking see it. It's a fun movie. I got the fun I needed out of this film that I felt was lacking from Logan, and I know a lot of people out there that love Logan are just shocked that I feel that way, but honestly right now I do. It's a fun movie. Go check it out. And by the way, be sure to sit through the credits, because of course we got a stinger, and this one is pretty fucking dope, and it sets up a lot of fun on the horizon. Fun. Can I say that word more? Fun, fun, fun. Go fucking see it. Deviant Deal, Lightstand Entertainment. Peace!